The clock is ticking on Aaron Rodgers, and he knows it. Rodgers knows time to win second Super Bowl is running out, reports the Associated Press yesterday, or today, I guess, actually. The break of midnight, 30 minutes afterward. Aaron Rodgers won his first Super Bowl nearly a decade ago. Man, can't believe it's been that long. The time to capture a second is running out. Quote, "It's on my mind every day," Rodgers said. Quote, "That's why we play the game. That's why you put in the time in the offseason. That's why you do the little things. It's to put yourself in position where we're 2 games away from being able to compete for that being a Super Bowl. I'm 36. I know what this is all about. This is an important opportunity for all of us, or for us, sorry, excuse me, for us. I feel like I've got a lot of really good years left, but you never know. A lot of things happen year to year. We've had some great teams that have been an injury away or a player away from being special. So I want to make the most of this opportunity." Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers will host the Seattle Seahawks in Sunday's NFC divisional game, reports the Associated Press. And it will be the first, obviously everyone knew that, it will be the first postseason appearance for Rodgers in 3 years. Weird. Rodgers says, quote, "I'm at that age now, I believe, that Brett Favre was drafted, or, geez, I can't even say it. I'm at the age now, I believe, that Brett was when I was drafted." There you go, I said it. "And obviously closer to the finish than I am to the beginning. The most important thing is winning, and I know how difficult a couple of those years were when we weren't winning." Obviously. Rodgers led an injury-laden Packers team to the NFC Championship game in Green Bay's previous postseason appearances following the 2016 season before getting blown out 44-21 by the Falcons. But this Packers squad, including Rodgers, is as healthy as Green Bay has been in recent years. Quote, "I feel great," Rodgers said. "I started all 16 games and wasn't in the training room a whole lot. I had some issues early in the season with my knee, but man, I felt great from week 8 and on. It feels good to be where I'm at right now." So this is what I'll say. I'm not going to read the whole article. You can do that if you'd like to go to just ESPN or whatever. But anyway, basically what I would want to just say is that if Rodgers doesn't win soon, he'll have been one of the most talented players ever to only have one Super Bowl. Another guy I can think of obviously Brett Favre is the guy you go to, obviously. But I think of John Elway a lot when I think of Rodgers because of the talent level. They were always so talented, and Elway got that second Super Bowl late in his career, super late in his career. So yeah, he played 16 years. And he got a team. He won his final 2 Super Bowls late in his career. For some reason, I thought he won one earlier. I think he just made it to one earlier. So that's what it was. So Elway made it to a few Super Bowls in his life. 3 losses. He's had 3 losses. Man, that's heartbreaking. But Rodgers is similar in the way that he has had some heartbreaking losses too. He's had some seasons where, man, he looked like the best player in the NFL, like by far. But down the stretch, for whatever reason, whether it be his team or he threw an interception at the wrong time or just something. Like I remember the Cardinals game. They could have won that game, but he threw an interception. Man, it's always just not worked out for Rodgers. And I'm glad. As a Bears fan, I'm glad. I don't want the Packers to win. I don't want to hear that shit again. I really don't. I'm glad they're not winning. But it made me think about his legacy when I read this. Like, what is his legacy? Because he sat for like 3 years, and then he was a superstar. Literally just jumped into the league. Oh, I'm one of the best players in the league. Okay, wow. And then he won a Super Bowl, and everyone thought, oh, this league's over, man. He's going to win like 3 or 4 Super Bowls. And then he just kept getting hurt, or things just didn't work out, or he'd have the best season ever and lose in the playoffs. And that would be his legacy. An overly talented guy who could never get it fully done. And do I blame him entirely? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't blame him. Brady wouldn't have won 6 Super Bowls without a good team. I think, 5 of the 6 Super Bowls, he had a top 10 defense. And the only Super Bowl that Rodgers ever won he had a top 10 defense too. So, and this year, let's see, do they have a top 10 defense? Let's see the Packers. They had a good defense at the beginning of the season. Defensive ranking. Let's see what their ranking is. So, what are the top 10 defenses? The Packers are 9. So they have a top 10 defense. This is it. This is it, man. If you're a Packers fan, this is it. This is all you could want. And this is the thing. Do I blame Rodgers? Absolutely not. There's so, oh my God. Ted Thompson, he fucked this team up. He let guys go that they needed to sign. He let coaches go that they needed to keep. He kept McCarthy on for like 5 extra years. So I don't blame Rodgers for everything. Do I think that this is one of his last opportunities? Probably. Because next year the Vikings are going to be just as good. The Bears will probably be better, I would imagine. And the Lions will have another year under Matt Patricia, which is no fun for any offensive mind, any offensive team. So my point is, I guess there's no like point to this article other than to examine, or not this article, this video, other than to examine, how special he was and is. He's not even as special as he used to be, but how special Rodgers has been in his career. And just ask why you didn't win more. And I think the one reason is defense. And if he doesn't win this year with a top 10 defense, he has no one to blame but himself. He has no one to blame but himself. He has a running game. He has a coach that everyone trusts in. He's a superstar. But he's got to win this one. And he says, yeah, I'm at an age now, I believe, that Brett was when I was drafted. So he knows. Right around the corner, bud. Right around the corner. About to get your ass out of here. No more Aaron Rodgers in a few years. And he knows it. He knows it. He knows this is seriously one of his last shots. And it's hard to, it's crazy to think that considering Brady won one at 41. But honestly, let's be real. That just doesn't happen. And also, not only does it not happen, Rodgers is nothing like Brady. He plays nothing like him. Rodgers takes some of the nastiest hits ever because he's trying to extend a play. Him and Ben Roethlisberger are tied together, in my opinion. Roethlisberger and Rodgers. Because they're talented, they have a great arm, but man, they take too much damage. They really do. They take way too much damage. Brady has learned how to not take damage, so he's been able to last longer. Ever since his knee got hurt, he's been practicing not taking damage. Rodgers, he kind of just relies on his talent. And I feel like if you do that, this is your last shot, if not one of 2 last shots. So this is one of the only times Rodgers is going to get to win the Super Bowl, and this is it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Can the Packers win the Super Bowl, or are BKB's Seahawks going to take over? Let me know.